Hi everybody, hope everybody is doing well. I am a little excited because I haven't been doing readings like this for a while, but now I'm going to start doing readings again, and I miss you guys. And what I'm not excited about is to do this reading. If you haven't heard, there were two young firefighters from Georgia found deceased on June the 30th, 2024. It was Raegan Anderson and Chandler Kuhbander. Raegan was 25 and Chandler was 24. They had been romantically involved for 7 years. Chandler's mother says that the relationship was toxic. On June the 22nd, okay, so Chandler and Raegan had broken up. Chandler had called off the relationship. On June the 22nd, Raegan, I don't know how she knew he was at the Olive Garden, but she found him at the Olive Garden on a date with another woman. And then she keyed his car, so she got charged for that. She got out of jail. She was afraid of losing her job. She was threatening to kill herself. She had written a suicide letter. On June the 22nd, or 23rd, she followed Kuhbander to Crunch Fitness in Georgia. He somehow was coaxed into the car. They were found in Cocke County, which was quite a distance away. Cocke County, Tennessee, deceased. So it looks like a murder-suicide. I think the reason I'm doing this reading is because it's like I feel bad for the both of them. Raegan, because I know what it's like to go through a breakup and it be very difficult. I am not condoning her behavior. That does not give her license to hurt another human being. But I understand the pain, and Chandler was a nice guy, which is the reason why he most likely got into the car with her, because he still was concerned for her. He still had loving feelings for her, caring feelings for her. Didn't want to see her hurt. So this reading is kind of just going to be what was going on that day, leading up to ultimately their passing. Conflict and defeat, of course. Yeah, it's like Chandler, if you think about who you are when you're 18 to who you are when you're 24, you change. So I think that's just what was happening, growing and changing. Chandler wanted to see, what else was out there romantically. The relationship was toxic. He wanted to move on, and Raegan could not handle it. And she felt like, I think when she saw him on the date, she knew that he was moving on for good, for sure. And she was losing him. And not to mention getting in trouble with the law. She's not only leaving, who she considers to be the love of her life, she's also losing her career. Yeah, she was very much still in love with him. you know? But it's like, what pushed her to wanna, you know, harm him? Choose wisely, in reverse, and trapped in fear. This is the Seven of Cups in regular tarot, and this is the Eight of Swords. Sorry, my phone was ringing. And this was the Eight of Swords in regular tarot. Yeah, she was not acting rationally because she was fearful of the future. Yeah. Third eye chakra in reverse, and the shadow. It's like, I feel like Chandler, he didn't know that she would be capable of murder. I feel like there was like, because there's two people in this card, there was like two sides to her. And it's either he didn't see it or he chose to ignore it. I think it's a little bit of both. It's like, the feeling I'm getting is like it was always kind of there. But when you're a nice person, you kind of like, you play down people's negative traits. It's like you see this ugliness, but you don't want to believe that they could do something so horrendous. Because I feel like if he had truly believed it, he wouldn't have gotten in the car with her. Unless she held him at like gunpoint or something. Solitude, transformation. Yeah. Chandler was changing and the feeling I get is kind of almost like when Chandler broke up with her and when she's seen him at the restaurant, it's like that shadow self came all the way into position. It was like, it was there, but it was movable. You know what I mean? Like she could tuck it away. But when the relationship was over, it was like that dark person came all the way into play, and there was like no pushing it back. Harmony. Yeah, wanting the relationship to continue. There still was like I think there was like still something going on. it wasn't fully over. Sorry if you hear lawn noise. They're doing the lawn outside. Yeah, it was like not fully over. I want to say he was kind of leading her on. I think they were like still sleeping together. There's a bit of deception going on. Like, I feel like it was over, but it wasn't quite over, if you know what I mean. The waiting game. Triumph. Yeah, Raegan thought they were gonna get back together. If she just like held out. Triumph is the chariot in regular tarot, and the waiting game is the Two of Wands in regular tarot. The restaurant triggered her because she thought that they were gonna get back together. She was definitely stalking him. It was also premeditated. Yeah, she knew what she was gonna do before she went there. There's something about her that has to win. Very like competitive. I refuse to lose. That's why she did it. Because it doesn't even really feel like a loving thing. It feels like I'm gonna win this thing. Which is interesting. Be a chakra, he's mine. This is like I have. Oh, sorry. Oh. Thought they were gonna get back together. Memories of love. Star. Irregular. Sorry about the noise. Six of Cups. I can feel her begging him. It's like, how can you let this go? We were in love. But the love was gone. That's why it was like a memory. Whatever love was gone. It was like caring and concern, but love was gone for Chandler. I feel like even for Raegan, to be honest, it wasn't love. It was like obsession with winning. Material harvest. I have money. Wondering if she lured him in the car with, like, I have your money. It would be so interesting to know if she owed him money. Also, she could be saying to him, like, look how much I have to offer to you. But this feels like she lured him in the car with, like, oh, come with me, I have your money. They start talking about the relationship. Begging. Like, we can be together again, you know. Remember how much we used to love each other? Just give us a chance. That's what she was saying to him. Patience and planning. 7 of Pentacles, by the way. This is the 9 of Pentacles. She was definitely begging him, like, I can fix this. Just give me a chance. There's something here about owing money. Yeah, and there's premeditation coming through here again. She definitely planned this. It's like she knew exactly what she was gonna say to get him in the car. And it has to do with money. I wonder if bailed her out of jail. Trapped in fear. I wonder if he was the one that bailed her out of jail and she owed him money. And that is how she got him in the car, like, oh, I have your bail money or something. Trapped in fear. Like, she was hoping that he would feel sorry for her. Like, I'm scared to move on. I'm scared for my job. And that's what, like, again, what she was saying to him. Light. Which is the Sun card in regular tarot. Begging, and then the realization, like, no, we cannot be together. I feel like it started off like no and then yes. I think, like, he tried to get out of it, but like I said, like, she went there with a plan. There's something about him sticking to his guns. Like, he wasn't backing down. This was her, like, last ditch attempt. And he stuck to his guns, and then he tried to backtrack, but it was like too late already. Crown chakra. I was like, I know. Yeah, she used money to get him in the car. And she knew it would work. But she used like a delay tactic. Like, I have to go to the bank though. So just come with me. And then we'll go to the bank. And then I'll bring you back here. And he fell for it. Yeah. Heart chakra. It's like, I love you. All the things she was saying, she knew we were gonna like kind of touch a nerve with him. Like, she was hoping that if she said how scared she was, that he would like be back in love with her, and that is not the case. It's like, why didn't he try and get out of the car though? Suffering in silence. Yeah. It's like she gave him time, and he, like, she gave him time to like reverse his decision, but he didn't. He did when she, and then this, to me, this card here, the Sun, and this is the Nine of Swords in regular tarot. When he realized that she was going to harm him, he tried to backtrack, but it was like too late. It's like she gave him one shot, but she went there with a plan that she was gonna end it. When she broached the subject, he denied her and didn't budge. So she enacted the plan. He did try and get out of it though. But this, to me, this keeps coming like the moment of reckoning. It's like the minute he was like sticking to his guns, boom, she killed him. I think she did it, honestly, like, I feel like right away. And I feel like that trek that she took was like, you know, it was like kind of like, not, it wasn't even like a panic. It was like a workup, like a build up, trying to get the courage to end herself. Foundation and achievements. This is the Four of Wands in regular tarot. Yeah, she knew how to get him in the car. The Universe is the World card in regular tarot. Shadow 18. I'm wondering if, like, at first she was, like, gonna try and... This feels like at first she was gonna, like, try and hide his body. Like, at first she was kind of, like, chickening out, I think. She definitely deceived him, that's for sure. Sorry guys, I just have like a bunch of stuff running through my mind. Yeah, this is the moon card in regular tarot, by the way. Movement, choices, and decisions, yeah. Oh, this is the Two of Wands. She knew him very well, and you would after 7 years. She knew what would work on him, and that's what she did. She used money to get him in the car. Money that she owed him, and then she put a time delay into place. Like, I have your money. Just come with me, I'll get it to you. And then I'll bring you right back. And that's how she got him in. New beginnings. Yeah. It was over for sure, obviously, we know that. But she was hoping that if she spoke about how scared she was about where her life was going, this is the World and the Fool card in regular tarot. She thought that if she spoke about how scared she was about where her life was going, he would change his mind, and it was the no. Yeah, partnerships and alliances, it was over. Recognition and reward. Yeah, she was at first. This is the Three of Wands in regular tarot. She was like trying, at first, gonna hide his body. I don't think that she thought that she was on video or something. I don't think she thought that they knew that she was the one that had him. Like, there was a lot going on that drive. At first, she was going to hide the body. But to me, this is also the moment where Chandler knew he was in trouble. The shadow side of her. He saw it. But it was like, it was too late. Like, the feeling I get is like she let him have some time to come to like his decision about the relationship, and he stuck to his guns. And then like he saw it come over her, like he saw her shadow, like he saw it in her eyes, which is coming through in this card, which is the sun, and then boom. I think she shot them. That's the feeling I get, because I have like a feeling in my chest. And then she took off. And as she was driving, she was gonna hide the body, because she didn't think that anyone knew that they were together. But then she figured out that they did know that they were together, but Chandler was already gone. And then that's when she had no choice. She knew her life was over. Yeah, it happened, accelerated motion. It just happened so fast. Like him getting in the car. He didn't even hesitate. He got right in. Like she didn't have to force him. This is the 8 of Wands, by the way. 8 of Pentacles. Positive movement forward. Thought there was going to be a new start. He said no. Harmony. Lovers card. There's something about her hiding them. Hiding his body. And then hiding their bodies. She was ashamed. She was ashamed of what she did. That's why she tried to hide. You know what's kind of sick, what I just felt? She was so possessive over him that she even tried to hide their bodies so that they would be together alone in death. Isn't that so weird? Like, that's literally what she was thinking. Like, she, I think, had a mental breakdown. A mental break. She was not thinking clearly. Like, who thinks like that? She took them away and she killed them and she tried to conceal them because she wanted them to be together alone in death with no one interrupting. I'm gonna stop it there. It's pretty sad. It's 2 young people. Like, maybe if she had gotten some help, she would have been able to cope. But I think he was like her coping mechanism. She like used him as her coping mechanism. He was always there to comfort her, to reassure her, to make sure that she was okay. And then he went away, and now she had no coping mechanism. And she just broke. Sad. I pray for their families. I pray for them. Please pray for them. It's a pretty sad story. So we'll end it there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.